Advertising design, how you guys doing? All right, welcome to week 7. So week 7 is pretty self-explanatory. I've got the week 7 announcement up um, that you can take a look at. Let me see, here it is right here. So be sure to go through week 7 announcement. Right up here is where this video is going to go. But here's week 7 is all about typography, right? And I start this week by just giving you this little kind of scenario. So if you ask 100 graphic designers what is the single most important element of any design project, you're likely going to get 99 or 100 of those designers responding saying the answer to that question is unequivocally typography. And I agree with that. And I think most designers do. Typography is far and away the most powerful tool in graphic design. So keep that in mind. Keep in mind the power of type. Now listen, I'm going to tell you something. A lot of students and a lot of young designers think that in today's day and age, we don't really need to study typography because the computer is capable of setting type for us. And to a very, very, very small, minor degree, that is true. The computer does set type for us, but that's about as far as the truth in that statement goes because we absolutely need to know and practice the rules of typography. Now, this is an introduction to typography. With that, I want you to know there is quite a bit of material here. Why? Because typography is a very, very robust topic. And this is just, as I said, just a basic introduction. There are entire classes, there are entire curriculums, there are entire design majors built on typography. So, as I said, I'm saying that just to reinforce the fact that we are just not even scratching the surface in this introductory look at typography. But again, I do want to reinforce the importance of continuing your quest to learn typography. I've given you a bunch of resources here, guys. And listen, I just kind of want to describe the reason why I'm leaving all of these resources in here. So the main reason is this, is that when you leave this class, create a folder, okay? Create an advertising design folder and go ahead and save all of these. The reason for this is that when you leave this class, you basically have a topic specific mini library built right in for you to take with you, complete with all sorts of hand-picked resources to further your knowledge in the individual specific topics covered in the class. As you notice in each week and in a lot of the comments for grading and feedback, I've left resources. And the idea is for you to be able to take these resources with you. So I've taken the liberty of kind of building a library for you if you want to look at it that way. So again, I do implore you to create a folder for which that you can take all of the resources from this class and take them along with you. That way you have a little library set up for you, topic specific library built for you. So, okay, so back to the announcement. So we have typography introduction, got some great resources here. Type terminology. I think that's the best place to start. I really do. I think it's definitely the best place to start is to learn the terminology. General articles. Then we have this introduction. It's a long video, but it's a great video. It's fantastic. Then we have our plan at a glance, and then regular business as usual, plan at a glance, task, plan at a glance, tasks, and then moving forward. So real quick, I'd like to go through what we're doing this week. So we have chapter 10 overview. That's on typography. Take a look at that. Gotta look at that lecture. I mean, there's a lot of resources here, but in the lecture, I just kind of organize things a little bit for you so you can make sense about how to go through this. So be sure to look at the lecture. Week 7 discussion forum. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. It's business as usual here. Right now, you're just going to come over to this article right here, which I believe I have open. Boy, I can't find it though, so let me go ahead and open that. There's a great article, and there's a collection of designers in this article that have done things to really, really make their mark on the design, the industry design, the world of design. So what I want you to do is when you select the designer that you're going to use, just kind of take a look, do some research, and determine what their biggest contributing factor was. And it's not just typography, but it's different types of typography, different things that at the time we haven't seen those kind of techniques before. So what you really want to do is just concentrate on your chosen designer's contributions to contemporary graphic design, contemporary advertising as a industry specific discipline. Okay, and there are some fantastic designers here. Every one of these in their own right is considered to be all-time great, if you want to look at it like that. Okay, so that's the discussion. As I said, again, pretty self-explanatory there. So from that discussion, we will go to research, week 7 final project research. So by way of review, I want to jump down here to the final. Remember that, I think it was back in week 2, I posted, here it is. It's the final project overview that was posted way back at the beginning of November. But I wanted to take a look at so what is the final project? The final project is simply you're going to redesign, rebrand, redesign a logo for an organization, and you're going to create an ad for that organization. Okay, so that said, let's take a look at the week 7 research final project and you're going to write for this assignment, you're going to write a 2 to 3 page paper cover, and don't forget our resources and our research citations. Don't forget that, guys. It's important. You will be graded on the inclusion of your research citations formatted appropriately. A 2 to 3 page paper covering the company overview. This is the company you've chosen to rebrand and create an ad for your final project. Let's give some history, some target market. Demographics is the attributes associated with the target market, and do some research on target market demographics, okay? That'll really give you an idea of what to include in your paper. Why do you need to rebrand this? Explain why. And also explain the intent or the concept behind the new ads. Basically what you're doing here, guys, is you're just giving a research paper and just really describing to a very high level of detail what your intent is with not only the rebranding of the logo, but also the creation and design of the advertisement. Okay, back to our main page. And then we have our quiz, as usual. So as you can see, we're really wrapping things up here. We're winding things down, which is going to give you an ample time during week 7 to really concentrate on the principles associated with the final project. Now, the final project ad, guys, this is fair game, okay? All of the principles studied in this class should be included in the final project to some certain specific degree, okay? And I'm not going to go too far on that, okay? But as we know and as we have learned, not all compositions include all elements and principles of design, okay? That doesn't mean they're not successful. For example, if you have, well, actually, I'm not going to go there because I am going to say it for our intent and purpose here, we are going to be including all of the principles that we have studied, okay? So don't forget things like repetition, all right? Don't forget things like emphasis, okay? Color, right? So it's all fair game, okay? So this final project culminates all of our learning for the 8 weeks into one final tangible representation indicating proficiency in those principles and the topics that we have studied, okay? I'm going to cut it off here, guys, because I'm already over 8 minutes and we got a lot of work to do this week. So I'm going to end this video just saying everyone's doing really well in the class. You guys get this. You're a very engaged group. I'm lucky to teach this class because you guys are teaching yourselves, basically. I'm just really, really pleased with the amount of engagement in the class, with the level of retention and understanding that each individual student, and I'm talking about the group as a whole, I'm not isolating anybody, I'm saying the group as a whole has a wonderful, showing a wonderful proficiency in understanding the principles and being able to apply those principles. So like I said, you guys are doing fantastic. Let's just one more week, guys. Let's rip this out, okay? And let's finish strong. All right, any questions at all, guys? Any questions at all, please let me know. And now's the time. All right, those of you who have asked questions know that you're not waiting for a response from me. I'm in every day. So you're not going to be waiting for me. If you have a question, you're pretty much going to get a immediate response. So don't not submit for fear that you're not going to get a response in time to work on your project, if that makes sense. Okay, I want to cut it short now. I don't even want to hit the 10-minute mark, but thank you very much. Welcome to week 7. Questions, comments, concerns, clarifications, any of the above, please let me know and I'll be glad to make any accommodations in that regard. All right, guys, great. Thank you very much. See you guys in class.